guys, my name is Kayla. I'm the owner of Ember Rose Boutique based in Wisconsin. I wanted to create this YouTube channel so that way people could follow along with my journey of what it was like to quit my full-time job and become a boutique owner and become a YouTuber actually. I also do eBay on the side, so I can talk a little bit about that in different videos. I wanted to document my journey because I've had a lot of struggles along the way, and I want people to realize that it's not a perfect path and you're going to run into things that make you want to stop, and it's important that you don't. Because if I had stopped and I just said, you know what, I'm going to stay at my full-time job, I would not be where I am today. So I'm going to backpedal a little bit to give you some background on how I got to this point in my life. I worked in retail since I was 16. I knew I loved clothes and shoes. I really loved putting outfits together. I've worked in customer service since I was 16. The last 4 years I've worked in the medical field. I started doing eBay and e-commerce back in 2018, and that's been kind of a side hustle. Here and there it's been our income. So like when COVID happened and we were off of work, we used eBay to supplement our income. But then this last June I had a stroke, which took me out of work for 7 months. I struggled very hard with deficits, and I couldn't walk, and I had to learn how to walk again and kind of talk again, and it was a struggle. And on top of that, we had a hard time paying our bills because the insurance company would put it on hold and I wouldn't get paid for 3 months at a time. So in order to pay our rent, I was trying to look into options of how to do that. One of the options I found was starting a blog, but the income was not sufficient enough to replace mine. Another was start an online boutique. And honestly, that sounded like a great idea because it was something that I absolutely loved doing. So I decided to start a boutique. One day I just sat down and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this, and I did it. So I was doing that for the last few months that I was on medical leave from work to help us pay our bills. It wasn't really a full-time job. I started it, I loved doing it, but I planned on going back to my job. When I did finally go back to my job, I had a lot of problems with my memory, with my concentration. My body wasn't used to the physical demand of the work. I had a hard time constantly running around, not being able to eat and drink whenever I needed to, because with my stroke, one of the things that happened is when I'm dehydrated, some of my symptoms relapse, and I don't know if that's normal or not, but it happens to me. So it was really hard to be constantly dehydrated because it brought on. So with the deficits, it definitely made my job a lot harder, and I was constantly stressed at home. I was taking it out on my fiance, my kids. I would get home and my brain was overstimulated to the point where I didn't want to talk to anybody. It just really compromised my quality of life, I feel like. So I decided to quit my job, and I am starting to do the boutique full-time, and that is actually going really well. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what the boutique is and what it all entails. The boutique is based in Weston, Wisconsin. I have a website that I can link in the bio, and it is also a free local pickup, so I can ship to anywhere in the US. I also allow people to come to my porch and pick up their items so that they don't have to pay for shipping. I aim to sell high quality women's and little girls clothing at reasonable prices, so that is kind of my mantra. I find new items to release every single week. I'm constantly running promotions. I really love my customer base. They're really great. They're very supportive. They all know kind of what my struggles are, and they tell me that I can do it. You know you can do it, so just keep going. Like, they are fantastic. I think it's really true when they say that your customers kind of make or break your experience. I'm lucky enough that everybody that joins our Facebook group or shops on our website, they're all very understanding. If shipping takes me a little bit longer because my kids are sick, or if our whole household just came down with the flu, they respect that I'm not perfect, and they understand that, and they do everything that they can to not give me a hard time, so I really appreciate that, guys. So I guess what kind of got me to do this video initially was I want people to understand what it's like to go through something so drastic in life, like quitting your job, having a stroke, going through a severe illness, whatever the case is. Every struggle is different, but I want everybody to know that it is possible, and that's why I created this YouTube channel, so that people can follow along and have inspiration that they can do it. Like, I had a stroke. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do 3rd grade math, and here I am doing it. Never in my life did I think I was going to do YouTube. I thought I was going to become a doctor, and life is crazy, and it makes crazy things happen. So I hope you guys come back to see some more of my videos. I'm going to talk about the journey, talk about my eBay journey as well, aside from the boutique. So if anybody's interested in eBay, I can talk about that. And I really want to thank you guys for even taking the time to watch my first YouTube video. I hope it wasn't too awkward, and I look forward to seeing you next time.